Hello, my name is Hiem, and this is where I talk about my life. Yeah, today was a alright day. I got up and then I was chilling for a little bit, made my room. My room's been pretty messy the last couple of days. And then I made breakfast, made my room, and then I went thrift shopping with one of my friends. I went thrift shopping with Kevin. And then decided to we decided to go to an actual store because we couldn't find anything at the thrift shop. Something funny that happened at the thrift shop is that the guy who was running this small little cozy thrift shop was trying to get me to buy something even though I didn't really like anything. So he offered to flip a coin and if it landed on heads, I would get whatever I wanted for free. And if it landed on tails, he would go ahead and give it to me for free. Did I say that? Heads, free. Tails, I have to pay double the amount. So that was... Instantly, I was like, oh shit, man. I ended up not doing it because there was nothing I wanted anyways. The price wasn't the problem with the clothes there. I just didn't find anything that I gravitated towards. I mainly went to go look for jeans, and I couldn't find anything. But my friend Kevin wanted 2 rings, so he took him up on the offer, and he got him for free. He got both of them for free. He landed on heads twice, so that was really cool. The guy was a pretty chill guy. He seemed really cool, and yeah, that was pretty funny. And then afterwards, we went to a couple of shops. We went to H&M and Berkshire, and I got 2 pairs of jeans that I really like. One of them's like black baggy jeans that have like a couple designs on the back. And then one of them is a pair of like washed blue baggy jeans, and with rips in them. And both of them look like solid purchases. I have 10 days to confirm whether I still believe that, because that's when I leave and I can't return it any longer, but I think I'm gonna like them. Yeah. And then after that, I came home and made food, and I've been chilling since. But yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. Also, we were smoking a cigarette at the tram stop, and some guy asked us for a cigarette, and we told him we didn't have any. And he didn't take that very well. He was like, "Are you being serious? No, liar." And he was pointing at us. He's like, "Fuck you." And I was like, well, fair enough. Fuck you too, I guess. But yeah. Other than that, not much of a day. Something I'm trying to remind myself right now is that everything starts with me, and I only need myself to be fulfilled and happy and peaceful. And days like these are really hard. It's hard for me to remind myself of those things, but it is the truth. I really wish I received all the approval possible from the outside world when in reality, the only approval I really do need is from myself and my own actions and what I do. Yeah, it's a battle for sure. And I have this hat on right now because I just took a shower and I'm kind of molding my hair so it doesn't just fall on my face instantly, which is what usually happens. But maybe I just had to defend myself real quick because it looks weird being shirtless with a hat on. But I don't know why I defended myself. Yeah. Yeah. Days like these are chill, but I do feel unfulfilled. I can't lie. I didn't do much today to be proud of, I guess. Yeah. It's just about stacking days. And sometimes, like today, I have a little voice in my head that says, today you did not stack, but you just you didn't make any progress today, any effort to better yourself or better your life, but that's not true, man. That's not true. Today was another day of lived experience, and that in and of itself has value. I went, I came, I saw. I conquered. I conquered the day, I guess you could say. But I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm still feeling kind of bleh, bad. I don't think I feel bad. Am I feeling bad? I'm feeling bad in the sense that I just feel uneasy. I just feel a little unsatisfied. Like, I should do more. I should be doing more. That's what it feels like. I should be doing more, man. Like, what's the point if I'm not doing more? But that's wrong. That's completely wrong. I did enough today. Who gets to decide what is enough and what is not enough? It's just me. It's just me. And I can choose whether to believe I've done enough or if I should do more. And that's tricky, man. That's tricky. Because if I tell myself all the time that I'm doing enough, then maybe one day I look back and I say I wasn't doing enough. Okay, let me think about it. Has there ever been a point in my life where I wasn't doing enough? Probably in high school, I wasn't doing enough. But I would say ever since getting my job at HEB, I've been constantly doing enough. So by those metrics, I think I am doing enough. But maybe, who knows, in 5 years I'm gonna look back and say I was not doing enough since a year ago, which is 4 years from now. But at the end of the day, who cares if I'm doing enough? What does it mean? What's the value of doing enough? Yeah, take advantage of your life while you have it. Like, you only live once. Carpe diem. Seize the day. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of self-help kind of boils down to sort of it's either taking advantage of the motivation that you do have, or finding a way to cope with your lack of motivation that you have. And I always have these two conflicting sides, like everyone else, of what does it mean, or where's the line between pushing yourself and accepting yourself? What's the line between effort and acceptance of the lack of effort? And if I were to just put in effort 100% of the time, I would burn out. I would hate my life. Because I've done this before, man. I've done this before. Like back when I was doing coding classes with Ricardo Uncle. Recently no longer an uncle. Or when I was dealing with my really hard gifted and talented academy middle school, when I was there for 2 years. Those years were overwhelming. They were too much. And so I have this I know, like, I can't do work that I'm not motivated to do, and I know that where the extremes of pushing past effort or pushing past motivation to do excess efforts, I know where that leads me, and it's a dark place. But also, effort is the most important thing ever. Like, I know times where I refuse to put in effort and where that leads me. And it's also not a good place. Like during COVID, where I would play games for 8 hours and watch YouTube for 6 hours, and then I'd go to sleep. Or just sometimes you have an off week and you decide that you don't want to go out anywhere and you just want to stay home and do nothing. And those days make you feel like you should do something and put in more effort. And this is the other extreme, which also leads me to dissatisfaction and unhappiness. So maybe it's like a scale. A scale is 1 or 0 or 1 where I'm not putting in enough effort. And at the other end of the scale is 10, where I'm putting in too much effort and I'm stressed and I have all these emotions of burnout and exhaustion. And then I have on the 0 or the 1 end of the spectrum where I have these feelings of emptiness and loneliness and lack of fulfillment. And the goal is every day to hit the 5, where it's in the middle, where I'm able to be productive, yet at the same time be at peace. And you know, now that I look at today kind of from a bird's eye perspective, I didn't really do shit, but it was effortful. Me going out and hanging out with Kevin, that took an effort. And I'm really happy that I did. I think that all things considered, it was maybe like a 4 on the scale, maybe a 3.5 on the effort scale. If the goal is to be a 5, then also that would mean a 3.5 would be just as bad as a 6.5, since you're trying to hit a 5 every time. And in this case, I would say today was maybe a 3 or a 2.5. I would say a 3. Yeah, it was a 3. So I guess that would mean if it's 3 out of 5, it's a 60% failing grade. Look at me already compare it back to fucking, I'm full of trouble. I'm full of just trouble, man. I'm full of trouble and sorrows and comparison and suffering and expectations. Well, I think I'm gonna write down what I just said out loud. Like, but I don't have a fucking pen. Maybe there's a place open that has a pen that I could buy. Let's see if I can. No, I'm not able to access my time. So I think it's like maybe 9 or 9:30. What places would be open at 9:30 that you can buy a pen? I don't think there's many. Actually, I can use a different colored pen. It could just be a blue pen. That works as well. I forgot I had blue pens. I thought I only had one pen in this house, but that's not the case. Yeah, I'm gonna write down the scale because I think it's a good idea, actually. Try to aim for the middle. Yeah. Well, it felt good talking for a little bit. I don't know why I don't do this more. There's actually been multiple times in the past couple days where I pull out my camera and I'm about to press record and I just decide not to. Just because I don't know, I just don't. Just don't. I just don't. But I should. But yeah, this video it was really fun talking in this video. These videos are more for me in this moment right now than for the posting of the video. That's what I noticed about journaling too. The actual act of journaling itself is what is valuable about it. It's not really looking back, and I guess looking back at it is just kind of cool. You can just see where your head was at while you were writing. But the actual value of the video or the journal is right now. And right now, I love myself. I do. You did great today, and you will do better tomorrow. And what does better mean? It means that tomorrow I am going to end the day and say that I did better. And I'm going to say, how did I do better? And I'm going to come up with a reason why I did better. Better and worse is it's what the fuck? It doesn't mean anything when it comes to this context. I'm doing it so I feel better. And tomorrow, I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to tell myself, I did better. And then I'm going to come up with a reason why I did better. Could be a real reason, could be a fake reason, but it's going to be a reason that I am going to believe from the bottom of my heart. Well, that's about it. I'm like moist critical. That's about it. See you.